And when he was saying that, I was like, yes, like, thank you, leave me alone. Please don't talk to me. I'm not gonna be hurt. It's your girl Tamia Maya, and I'm back with another video. And for this video, I will be doing a story time about how this guy I was talking to way back when tried to embarrass me in front of his friends, and he ended up being the one who was getting embarrassed. This video isn't to start drama, it's simply to entertain you guys and to make you guys laugh the way it made me laugh at the time. So without further ado, let's jump into it. So disclaimer, me and this dude were never together. We were just in those talking stages that end up not going anywhere. So this happened my freshman orientation of college. So I didn't start college yet, but I was about to. And you know how when people get accepted into universities, they do these group chats so you can make friends? Well, that's basically how it started. Me and this dude were in a group chat together with a bunch of other people, and then we just eventually started talking by ourselves. And we just, I don't even know how we even got into the talking stage, but we just did it. One day I was just doing what I do regular. I woke up and I got into the shower, and he FaceTimed me, but I didn't get it because I was in the shower. I didn't even hear my phone. So when I got out the shower, I saw that he called me. So I was like, okay. So I put on all my clothes and I FaceTimed him. So when I FaceTimed him, he answers, and I'm noticing that he's in the car with somebody else in the passenger side. I don't know who, it was some other dude, but whatever. So he answers, and he was like, oh, why didn't you answer my FaceTime call, etc., etc. And I'm thinking he's just playing around, like I'm not thinking anything of it. So I was like, oh, I was in the shower, sorry. And he was like, you was in the shower? Let me see. And I was like, let you see what? Like, I was confused. And he was like, let me see. And I was like, nah, I'm good. And he was trying to show off in the car with whoever he was in the car with. And I caught on to that. And I was like, nah, I'm not showing you anything. Like, what you mean? So after I told him no, like, I'm not gonna show you anything, he was like, I'm a nigga, I get horny, I need something to look at, etc., etc. And in the middle of him talking, I was like, I'm not your girlfriend. And when I said that, the person in the car with him was like, oh shit. And he was like, oh, is that what we doing with each other? Like, he was so embarrassed. I can't make the exact face he made, but when I said that, he was like, so I was like, yeah, that's what we've been doing. Like, who do you think you are, trying to show off in front of the car, trying to act like you talk to me any type of way? Like, we're not together, you're not my dude. I told you that we were going to be in this little talking stage, and until I was ready, then you could be my man. You don't talk to me like that, except, like, I was going off. So he was like, okay, yo, you pissing me off, etc., etc. And he was just like, okay, so you still not gonna send me nothing? And I was like, no, like, I already told you that. And then he was like, so you still not gonna send me that? Like, he was trying to guilt trip me into, like, sending him, like, a picture or something like that. And I was like, no. So then he was like, yo, you know what, you pissing me off, don't call me, don't text me, etc., etc. And I was just like, that's fine, like, me and you weren't even together, so I don't care. And I was like, hang up then. So after I told him to hang up, he was like, oh, so you don't care? You don't care? And I was like, you know what, you talking too much. So I hung up. After I hung up, I was about to ignore him because I knew that whenever he got done doing what he was doing with whoever he was gonna blow me up and act like nothing happened. And it wasn't about to go down like that. I was about to reverse the game on him. I was basically giving him a reverse Uno card. So later that night, I believe he texted me first. He texted me, and I purposely turned on my reading receipts for him, and he would see that I was reading the text and I just wasn't responding. And then he would call me and I would let it ring for like 3 times and then I would hang up. So he knew I was on my phone, but I was purposely ignoring him. So then a few days go by and he's still, you know, texting me, trying to talk to me, etc., etc. And I'm still like blowing him off, ignoring him. And one day, he was trying to get in touch with me so much where he went on my Instagram and actually commented on one of my pictures on my Instagram and was like, yo, Tamia, call me ASAP. And I responded back and I was like, no. And he was like, why not? Like, I'm lost, with the little thinking emoji. So I called him and he picked up and I was like, what? Because I was really trying to figure out, like, why are you calling me? Like, you know what you said to me. We're not going to do this. And he was just like, what's up? And I was like, what's up with what? And he was like, what's up with you? Like, why haven't you been calling me? Why haven't you been talking to me? Why are you blowing me off? And I was like, you serious right now? And I was like, you know why? And he was just like, I actually don't. Like, I really don't. So I told him what happened. Guess what he said? After I told him what he said to me, he was like, I said that? You know you said that. Like, why are you playing stupid? I don't know why boys do that. So then I was like, you know what? I'm not getting ready to do this with you. Like, I don't care. So I basically hung up. And then, like, later we ended up texting because we just ended up texting, like, eventually talking about it. I brought up how he talked to me. And he was basically trying to say, like, look, either you rocking with me or you're not. And I was just like, I'm not. Like, that's already a given. I'm just telling you what you did, so you don't act confused. So he was like, all right, understood. Like, we don't have to talk no more. It's okay. It's cool. Because we were talking in the first place because I wanted to make it clear that we were not talking to each other anymore. I didn't want anything to do with him. And I didn't want there to be any confusion, right? That's why we had this conversation. So he was like, okay, yeah, I understand. So we don't talk anymore for like a week or two. Then I remember on my Snapchat, I posted a video of me watching the show Power because he actually introduced me to the show and I was trying to get into it. So I posted out on my Snapchat. So he swiped up and was like, really? And I just started cussing him out. Like, he said, really? I was like, yo, what the you want? And he was just like, whoa, 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 coming off hella disrespectful, chill. And I was going off and I was like, didn't I say I didn't want to talk to you, etc., etc.? And his feelings were so hurt when I said that. So hurt. So he was like, oh really? This who you are? And this is who you are? I don't want anything to do with you. Like, he's trying to act like he's the one who cut me off when I'm the one who cut him off. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was trying to act like I was, like I did something to him, so he was cutting me off now. Like, no, that's not how it's going. So he basically was like, you know what, no, you don't even have to say anything else. You know, I got you. It's all good, etc. So I think he either unfriended me on Snapchat or he blocked me. Because you know when somebody unfriends you or when they unfriend you, like, their name, like, goes back to, like, their actual username and not, like, their actual, like, name they put up. Yeah. So I saw that, and then I just noticed that I couldn't, like, send anymore. So I think he did block me. After that, we just didn't speak anymore. Oh my god, he was so hurt. Homie had me blocked. I already unfollowed him on everything. So when he was saying, you know what, if this is who you are, I don't want nothing to do with you anymore. And when he was saying that, I was like, yes, like, thank you, leave me alone. Please don't talk to me. I'm not gonna be hurt. And after that, we didn't speak. But when we started college and everybody was on campus, I remember my friend and I were walking somewhere, and he was walking somewhere close to us, and I was looking like straight ahead, so I could see him out my peripheral vision, and he was literally breaking his neck. Like, and I remember he was just breaking his neck. Like, everywhere I walked to, his neck was following. And he didn't say anything to me, but I saw him peeking. I never actually looked at him, but I saw it through my vision. And he never said anything to me. But yeah, that was like a little quick story time about how this little boy tried to play me and it didn't go his way. No, like, you're not gonna play me. You're not gonna talk to me like that. Like, if you don't know who I am, you're gonna find out. And that's just plain and simple. He really thought that he had game. He thought that he had me under control. He thought I was one of those little insecure females that was just gonna be like, oh, okay. No, you're not gonna talk to me crazy and expect for me to not talk crazy back. But once again, we were never together. It only lasted for like 2 weeks, so it really didn't count as anything. It was just a time where he thought he had big shots and he didn't know who he was talking to, so he had to find out the hard way. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this mini story time. I'll see you guys in my next upload. Thanks for watching. If you haven't already, like, comment, and subscribe, please do that. I'll see you guys in my next upload. Bye.